All right, the Kremlin says Russian leader Vladimir Putin and U.S. President Donald Trump will meet in the coming days as Trump's Friday deadline for the Kremlin to reach a ceasefire deal with Ukraine or face sanctions looms. And for more on this, I want to bring in CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio. Ramy, good to have you on again. What more do we know at this point about a possible meeting between Putin and Trump?
Yeah, well, Tom, President Putin has at least floated one possible country for that meeting to happen in the Middle East, and that is the United Arab Emirates. And Russia's Interfax news service quoted Putin as saying, "We have many friends who are ready to help us organize an event of this kind. The UAE president is one of those friends." And Tom, in fact, that UAE president is in Russia meeting Putin right now. And the country has been neutral in the Ukraine war, and that's part of the reason potentially why he's been floating this. The UAE has kept friendly ties with Moscow. That includes trade in things like oil, gold, and financial services. And then on the flip side, as for President Trump, well, he has got a golf course and a hotel there also, both in Dubai. So the optics of both of these leaders going to the UAE, there appears to be some political and optical logic there. Coming at this from another angle, Putin's special envoy, Yuri Ushakov, a former Russian ambassador to the U.S., said that a location, he said, had been agreed. He didn't say where, but if this happens, it would mark really the first time that Putin and Trump would meet face-to-face with each other ever since Trump returned to the White House. And of course, we know he said that on day one he'd be able to get this all ended. And here we are today.
You know, Ramy, these stakes are incredibly high, no doubt about it. I think a lot of people out there are wondering, what about Ukraine and their role in this three-way summit?
Yeah, you know, and Trump was asked about this last night, about including Ukraine and about a potential trilateral kind of summit. He said that there was a kind of very good prospect, but then enter the Kremlin aide Yuri Ushakov again, and he said that that idea was floated at talks in Moscow yesterday. Remember, that was when Steve Witkoff was there. But then Russian news agencies quoted him as saying that Russia was, quote, without comments, sort of getting around that question. The open question here is whether they would attend a meeting with Zelenskyy. Zelenskyy, for his part, we know time and again, week after week, he does support a summit, and that he said Europe must be a participant in any kind of talks. He also went to X, and he said that Ukraine is not afraid of meetings, expects the same, as he said, brave approach, a bit of a little bit of a tense side hustle with the Russian side. He also warned that the West that this could be a diplomatic trip, and Putin potentially stalling for more time as he has over the past several months.
Ramy Inocencio breaking it all down from London. We appreciate your time, my friend. Thank you.